Okay, you may start the recording. Start na.
Before I start, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. Uh, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jeremy De Rosario. I'm reporter for Encapsulation. So, in OPP, meron tayong tinatawag na inheritance. Ayun. So, bago tayo mag-start, may tinatawag tayong OPP. Merong inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. So, ang sa amin is encapsulation. What is encapsulation in object-oriented? In object-oriented computer programming language, explanation of encapsulation or OPP encapsulation refers to the bundling of data along with the method that operate on that data into a single unit. Many programming languages use encapsulation frequently in the form of classes. A class is a program code template that allows developers to create an object that has both variable data and behavior, function, or methods. A class is an example of encapsulation in computer science in that it consists of data and methods that have been bundled into a single unit. Encapsulation may also refer to mechanics of reporting indirect access to some components of an object such that user cannot access state value for all of the variables of particular object. Encapsulation can be used to hide both data members and data function or method hierarchy with an instantiate class or object. Next, encapsulation. Class may class and object. Private protected properties, public methods, private protected methods. Direct Manding, ikaw na.
Class class encapsulation with access modifier. To encapsulate members of our class, we need to use certain access modifiers. These are keywords that specify the level of access or protection class members have. The table below shows the available access modifiers.
Go. So, class encapsulation with access modifiers. Modifiers in meaning. Public. No access restriction can be accessed from anywhere, even from outside of the class. Private. Can only be accessed from within the class that define it. Protected. Can only be accessed from within the, the class that define it as soon as any child class. Struct indicates that class or a method is missing its implementation. Final. Method defined as final can be changed or overridden by subclass. Okay, direct Manding.
Okay, dua kayo lang.
Dapat niya Rapel, ma'am.
Damdama, ma'am.
Okay, ayun. Sige.
How to use public access modifier. Second, by the default, when we don't explicitly state which access modifier to use, all members of a class are public. The public access modifier cannot be used on the class itself and must instead be used on its attributes or methods. To state that a member of is public, we simply write the keyword public in front of the member's definition statement.
Oh, Onding. Rafael. Pasig ako sa sakit ulo ko.
Why? Sakit echo.
Gulag ko kayo. Nakakadata? Nga balik. Ma'am, gusto niyo code na yung public. Dati ti syntax na. Sample ti syntax, class name, public as variable name, public function method. In the case of an attribute, the access modifier keyword replace the var keyword. Gusto yun lang. Next. How to use access modifier. When we specify that a member should be a private, means that it can only be used inside the class. It will not available to use through the object.
May ano yata si Karen. Karen, may question ka?
Ma'am Awan.
Okay, continue.
Gusto yung ma'am di private class. Sakmat eh. Nagitiduan eh. Ma'am, nanda si error na to. Naka-private property ka. Mandala tarong mo nga natin. Next presentation. Study syntax na. Syntax class team. Private variable name. This private function method. How to use the protected access modifier. The protected access modifier is the same as the private modifier, except that the member will be available to any child class that inherits from this class. So, syntax na. Then, custody Fuji parents, ma'am awante rumor na nakakabil ko. Again. Stay ma'am no the parents still sa ram. Tapos the child system at output naman. Kasi nakakability ko. Natin ma'am. The protected access modifier is the same as private modifier, except that the member will be available to any child class. So magka-output so na di inusar di mga di child. And then next. Accessor and mutator methods, getters and setters. Accessors and mutator method are ways for us to interact with the private and protected members of a class. They are also referred to as getters and setters. These methods are public methods that get or set the values of private attributes. Nag-output na ma'am di mutators. Then abstract. How to use the abstract access modifier. The abstract modifier indicates that a class member is missing in its implementation. This is similar to an interface which we look at in the interface section. There are a few rules that we should keep in mind when working with abstract classes. An abstract class cannot be instantiated. We can create an object from it. We need a child class that extends it. Then we can create an object of the child class. If a class contains one or more abstract method, the class itself must be abstract as well. An abstract method is a declaration only. It does not have a body because of this. The declaration statement is terminated with a semicolon. Okay. Syntax. Abstract class, parent class. Abstract modifier, function method. Class child extend parent class. Modifier function method name. Method implementation. I-output na hindi ko. Abstract. So dahil yung abstract class ka. Private top speed 160 mo. Tapos di method mo. Tapos di abstract method mo. Tapos dahil yung class scope extend ka. Then yung di ba? Final access modifier on a class. A developer might decide that they do not want a class to be inherited. To block a class from being inherited, use the final keyword on the class definition itself. So yeah, the syntax naman.
Cutting this. Tapa.
Limit di hindi final. Final class, parent class. Final function. Message 1. Send natin yung output. Laging ang object mo. Lagyan na. Jeremy.
Done, ma'am.
Gawa kayo, yung mga codes nyo nga, hindi nyo ginawa yung dun sa student na binigay ko. Dapat i-JK nga nagagamit ng sample.
GMT inheritance, ma'am?
When in inheritance, ituloy yung manda dyan, ikan yung encapsulation na.
Ayun na. Ay, ito.
Yung sinend ko sa inyo, yan. So, gawa kayo ng encapsulation.php, then include nyo siya sa index. Nasaan yung index niyan? Yan.
Kapal man din. Sige.
Okay. Explain ko muna konti. Yung encapsulation, we're dealing with the functionalities. And then, para magamit natin yung mga private and protected natin, we use the setters and the getters. Kasi pag public siya, talagang ma-access siya in any part of the program. Pero, pag protected siya, it is internally accessible, tapos na-inherit lang siya ng ating mga children classes. While sa ating private, it only internally accessible lang siya, pero hindi siya na-inherit ng mga child class natin. So, yun yung pagkakaiba ng public, na externally accessible siya. So, lahat ng mga codes natin, classes and everything, pwede natin siyang inherit. Pwede natin siyang gamitin externally. Pagdating ng ating protected, internally lang siya, internally accessible, tapos na-inherit lang siya ng ating mga children class. Pagdating ng ating private, only internally accessible, tapos hindi siya pwedeng ma-inherit ng mga child classes. Na-gets? Nakuha po? Nakuha yung pagkakaiba ng ating public, protected, and then private. Nakuha? For example, dito tayo, balik ka nga dun sa ating index, yung sa student class natin. Yan, sa index natin. So, pwede kayong dyan magdagdag kayo. Magdagdag ka ng isang file, encapsulation. Gawa ka ng encapsulation.php. And then we will try to, or punta ka na lang sa sa inheritance.php. Nasaan yung inheritance.php natin? Ayan, di ba? Naka-public siya. So, itry mo itry mo na gawing private.
Ito, ma'am?
Tapos tignan mo kung ano yung mababago pag naka-private siya, tapos naka-public siya. Try mo na i-private. Diba may value na siya, set ako, and then private mo yun. O, diba?
Error.
Nagkaroon ng error. Yun. Kasi, it means to say na pag naka-private siya, hindi pwedeng mag-inherit yung ating child class. So, hindi siya pwedeng mag-inherit kasi naka-private.
Traffic. Traffic ka ba?
Private siya. But if we use the word set and get, I'm losing my internet connection. Yes, wait lang. Oh, yung Shopee. Wait lang, I will just open my data. Para mag-data first sa last spot on. Mahina signal na school. Wait lang.
Wala yung...
O, diba nakita nyo? That's the difference pag nakapag-private tayo and then nakapag-public tayo. Then try also to make it as protected.
Uy. Error din, ma'am.
Ayan din. Kasi, di ba naka-public yan? Kailangan, meron ka rin idadagdag din dyan. Kailangan, dapat kasi gumawa kayo ng isa pang file and then encapsulation para mas mag-gets natin, mas maintindihan. Gawa ka na lang kaya ng another file, encapsulation.php. Gawin mo munang public yan. Balik mo sa public kanina. Public lahat. Ayan. So, pagdating ng encapsulation natin, di ba nung nagkaroon tayo ng inheritance before is, na-mention saglit ng reporter about private, protected, tsaka public. Pero hindi ko masyadong in-elaborate kasi kailangan siya ng encapsulation, ng abstraction, tsaka ng polymorphism yan kasi may elaborate yan talaga. Lalo na pagdating ng encapsulation. Encapsulation.php. Then go to your index, i-ano mo muna siya, include mo muna siya. And then go back to your encapsulation.php. Then gawa ka ng class, kahit na anong class. Kung ano yung gusto mong class. Halimbawa, siyempre student, we're dealing with students. So pwede na tayong maglagay doon na tuition fee ng mga student. Ayan. So you can create sa encapsulation. Ha?
Protected na lang.
Sa protected mo na lang gagawin. Hindi ka gumawa gawa ka ng encapsulation.php. Wait, hanapin ko na nga lang yung file ko. May file ako dito eh. Pakita ko na lang para mas mabilis.
Sige, ma'am. Sige. Ikaw na mag-share screen, ma'am?
Sige. Ako naman na mag-share screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Hanapin ko lang yung file ko. Nagawa ko na yan, encapsulation. Encapsulation. Yan. So, dito, I created the encapsulation.php file. Yan. And then, I created a class. So, I called it matriculation. Kasi, yung mga tuition fees kasi natin and everything, ang tawag doon is matriculation fee. So, meron din tayong tinatawag na minimum fee and then yung tuition fee natin. So, dito, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, pagdating ng encapsulation, we could use the set and the get. para kahit na naka-private siya, it still can be accessed by our child class. Kasi pag wala yung set natin, tsaka yung get natin, hindi siya pwedeng ma-access. Ayan. So through this, na-hide natin, di ba yung encapsulation, hiding, may hina-hide din siya. So ito yung gagamitin natin, that though this is a private, pwede natin siyang i-access. Yan. So I created a function. So wait lang, may pumasok. Very late siya. So, nag-set ako ng tuition fee and then gumawa ako ng another variable. I call that amount. And then yung amount ko na yun, bali yung amount is I gumamit ako ng if statement to test if that amount is less than the minimum fee. So ang minimum fee ko is 55. Yan. So, pag naka-less than siya, sabi niya, i-return ko ngayon yung value ng tuition fee. Pero pag hindi, i-return ko yung value ng amount, which is the 55. Ayan. Tapos, ito yung i-get ko kung magkano yung fee talaga. Yung i-get ko yung tuition fee in a minimum. Yan. So, pagdating ko ng index, so, kinol ko ngayon yung matriculation, gumawa ko ng object na matriculation. In-instantiate ko siya. In-instantiate ko yung object na yan. And then, I set the tuition fee into 60. Para ma-test ko kung, para ma-access ko yung ating private. Yan. So, tama ba or correct ba na mas mataas or gawin na muna natin mas maliit? 40. 40, halimbawa. 40. Pero ang minimum natin dito is 55. Tapos pagdating dito is 40. So sa tingin niyo, what will be the output? Eh naka-private naman siya. Class. What will be the output?
Balik mo nga yung sa index.
Ayan sa index.
Articulation is
from here, in the encapsulation fee, I set the minimum fee of 55. So I use the setter and the getter to get the amount of the tuition fee. Yan. Though it is in private, I can access it using our set and the get. So pag na-set and na-get ko siya, pagdating ng index, I include the encapsulation.php to ask pag yung ating object ba na matriculation, if I set it to 40, what will be the echo?
40.
Okay, I will run it. Ang sabi niya, the matriculation fee is 55. Why? Kasi di ba ang minimum natin is 55. And pagdating ng ating if statement, sabi niya, yung amount ba na sinet natin dito na 40 is less than ba ng ating minimum fee? Di ba false? So, i-return natin yung minimum fee. Nakuha?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yan. So, yan yung gamit ng ating encapsulation. So, kahit na naka-protected yan, naka-private pa yan, as long as we use the word set and then the get, pwede natin i-access yung ating, i-access yung mga variables natin. Pero pag wala itong ating set tsaka get, di ba yung pinakita mo kanina, magkakaroon siya ng error. Yun. Kasi nga, yung kanina, yung di ba ang sabi ko sa inyo that private, it is only internally accessible, tapos hindi siya makakapag-inherit ng child class. So, yung mga child classes natin, hindi siya makapag-inherit. Pagdating naman ng ating protected, accessible din siya internally, pero pwede siyang i-access ng mga children natin. Pero pagdating ng public, it is externally accessible. So, pwedeng i-access ng kahit Pag pinablik na natin yan, kahit na wag na tayo gumamit ng set and get, pwede na natin i-access yan as long as nakapag-include tayo sa ating index. So are we clear with the private, public, and then protected pagdating ng encapsulation? Or gusto niyo ulit tong code na to, i-zip file ko ulit, send ko sa inyo, tapos pag-aralan niyo. Tapos ito na lang sana idugtong ni abstract tsaka ni polymorphism. Mas madali kasi ito kaysa yung mga example yung mas madali itong example ko. And then, announcement. Your examination will be on the last week of January. So, by next week, yung last 2 reporters natin will be reporting on January 17. Kasi pagdating na last week of January will be your examination. Do you have any violent reaction regarding that?
Makapakigtot mo?
Ako din nagulat. Promise, nagulat din ako. I never expected na magkakaroon agad ng exam. Wait, patayin ko na yung recording. Tapos may pag-uusapan kasi tayo.